They have pretty good tools to deal with these like pseudo jumps in a way. They have Rubik Lift, they have Astrals, they have Stampede, Disengage.
Like in pubs, it's very snowballing.
I think in high level, it's not so much. It's not only about the heroes you have. It's just about how you use them. Like if your offlaner is strong at minute 9, then send him to the outpost that they will fight, and let one of the weak supports take that outpost. Take the easy one. You just need to be smarter, like around the outpost, I think.
No, mid lane, we're just going to see the Shadow Fiend versus the TA matchup, and I feel like this is most likely the place that we'll find first blood. TA, of course, has a refraction, but Shadow Fiend getting up those souls, has 3 at the moment. CS-wise, pretty even.
This lane used to be heavily TA.
Oh dear.
Look.
Don't worry, I got it. Wink, wink.
Least of Venge, as a 5, I think she's a fairly weak lane. Like you're happy to trade farm when you play a Venge lane most of the time. And the Radiant lane, like I said before, it's a solid lane because they're tanky, they can protect each other, they have lift and stun. Also interesting to note, they skilled QW on Scent. I have actually not seen this, and I have not tried this myself, but I really like it. The most damage.
That is interesting.
Ever.
Yeah, typically you see the third skill being at least skilled first, right? And tanking up a tower or something like that.
Exactly.
Skywrath actually getting a second courier kill. Are you serious in this bot lane? Aye.
Oh yeah, it is.
I believe so.
Yeah,
Frost Shield being used. And there's the slow from Skywrath, trying to run away from this pesky Lich. Frost Blast up in 2 seconds, but not able to chase him down any further. How big of a deal is this?
Admit, I like it. Kind of shows that they both know what's up.
They both have quite the confidence. Of course, Emo wins that exchange because he finds the random rune to his advantage. Well done, sir. High skill plays for sure.
Definitely.
Looks like we might have a dive top. We have telekinesis into the hoof stomp and the double edge, and that is a second death for Vengeful Spirit. Nothing a whole lot Slark can do other than take a little bit of right click on the way out. Does have 5 tangos. We'll be good to go for now.
This Centaur is crazy farmed right now. I just opened the net worth chart and my god.
Yeah,
like
it's
this dream game. He cannot ask for a much better lane.
Radiant structures.
Emo continuing to apply pressure to Alacrity in the mid lane. The last raise in the fog, but of course wasn't a whole lot other place he can go to at that point. In top lane, we're going to see the Slark die into the Vengeful Spirit. 5-0 for IG. I mean, we gave them the advantage in the lineup, and I think we can both agree that in terms of just their teams and how much they've played in the recent, the past couple months of the DPC, that they're also the favorites.
Out of region. I mean, this is kind of how it goes in the early laning stage. I'm actually, though, surprised he's this low after getting the kill. He's just been perma faring out region. Bottom, we got a kill on Omni.
Yep, Sandy's Eclipse was used. Top in the meantime, looks like Rubik's gonna fall, so it's a 1-for-1 across the map. And that is the first kill. It's off to a good start.
You need to have that sentry mid against TA. Otherwise it's unplayable.
Trusty Shovel on TA. That's arguably one of the best tier 1 items, if not the best. Top lane.
Some stuff happening top.
Oh, Centaur's gonna pop Stampede. Not able to finish off the Vengeful Spirit. They might actually be able to return this. No pun intended. The Vengeful Spirit does die. Looks like TA died in the mid lane as well, as Skywrath will finally finish off the pesky Centaur. But it's a 1-for-2 overall, as another courier will die. This time it's ODs. So IG, they're off to a good start in terms of the kills, but they've lost 3 couriers so far this game.
Yeah.
What the hell is that about?
Oh, Omni bottom. He should be going down, I think. Probably has to mango on Lich twice.
And we're gonna see another Astral. It is level 4 right now. Just body blocking him. It's gonna be a slow one, but eventually they will find the kill most likely. Wasting so much time, KYXY. An old veteran of Dota 2 and Dota in general.
Not the worst stuff he had here. He killed the courier. I'm sure OD missed a couple CS in the lane. Yeah. And I think Reality Rift would have probably lost both outposts because I don't see how they would have fought the Radiant top. This SF is too strong right now.
Is it worth dying for an outpost in that situation?
I think for the first one, if you get it, I think it's probably worth it. Oh.
Oh, OD's gonna get a kill on the Skywrath Mage, but Slark is in a lot of trouble. We'll pop that ult and TP out to safety. It's gonna be a double kill on the...
He's gonna skyrocket in net worth. I mean, he's third lowest right now, which is a little surprising, but it's simply because his teammates are doing so well. Like, I would say Centaur's and OD's net worth, it's kind of inflated.
OD doesn't have Astral up, so he's just going to get dived in the bot lane. TPs will not be an eye on that for sure when the time comes. Vengeful Spirit wants to find someone here. He's going to get the swap off onto the Lich, and that's going to be a free kill for Reality Rift.
Was a 1 HP creep.
75% of the time, that's what I see the Slarks go for these days.
Yeah. Top lane.
Yeah, top lane, we're going to have the Blink Dagger reveal. Hoof Stomp Double Edge. Not doing that much damage thanks to the tankiness of the Omni Knight, but he is most likely going to fall here. I'd be absolutely shocked if he was able to get away.
Yeah.
Stampede is popped just to close the gap a little bit faster. My lord.
Base kill. Oh my god.
Jesus. Yeah, that is Omni Knight in a nutshell.
Once again, it was not bad. That kill only took so long because he had the W on him while farming the wave earlier. Kind of helps his team. It's gonna allow them, as probably talk about the smoke happening down bottom.
Yeah, TA is gonna get stunned up. Does have the refraction on. He's at half HP, but the swap out from the Vengeful Spirit, very nicely done. As she will probably be the sacrificial lamb, as is her job. But the Skylight's gonna use a nice ult for full effect, as Rua's gonna die. Outworld Devour as well will drop. That's 2 for nothing. Another swap bringing in the Centaur, who's quite tanky, but nobody has died yet for Reality Rift. The Lich ult, not enough. 4 dead in the blink of an eye.
If Dire commit on this, and they send one hero to just run at the Radiant heroes that will TP in, like about now, Slark is kind of doing the right thing as long as he doesn't feed. They just need to make some space, and TA should be able to finish.
Oh, it's going to be close. They're all pretty low from the original fight. Lich, of course, doesn't have the ult. Shadow Fiend's able to finish off the Vengeful Spirit finally, and there's the Aegis. It will go to the TA, who's trying to get out with it, still in tow, but no, he's going to get Hoof Stomp, and he will use it. And now KYXY on the run. TA in a very, very bad position. Does not have a Blink Dagger as of yet, just the Desolator. Stamping being used, but there's the Shrine being popped as well. TA does go down, so it's a 2-for-1 in this mini exchange, as a Roshan essentially nullified, and now another Hoof Stomp into a potential double edge. KYXY will fall. What the hell is going on in this game?
Well, there's a lot of action. I like that. I think the only way that you do go Roche here, I think it's an okay call, but then somebody has to say that you definitely need...
Tier 2 tower taking some heavy damage now. Nuts does have 1 charge of his ult. He's going to use it. Centaur is just going to back off, and they're going to completely decimate the Vengeful Spirit. So now it's a 4v5. We'll see if Reality Rift actually want to continue to fight, or they'll just go for this deny. Looks like the tower will actually go down to the OD, but Shadow Fiend dies very shortly after. Slark will continue. The ult was bouncing. Kaka on the run. Purification will do a ton of damage. And another 2-for-1 exchange. This IG. Reality Rift will back off though, and now have smoked
Radiant
up.
need to be careful if they...
Both sides have actually smoked. Slark getting initiated onto Centaur. Looks like it's going to be turned around a little bit. Vengeful Spirit getting stunned, and he will be the first to fall, as is the norm in this game. Stampede being used, but not to really much effect, as there's the pounce with the Aghanim Scepter. He has the double charge. Vengeful Spirit buys back into the game. Requiem of Souls is used into the OD ult. It's not enough to actually get a kill, though, and OD is going to get turned around, but Slark pounces across the map. We won't see him for a while, I'm sure, but he's still relatively healthy thanks to that regen. Omni Knight using his purification, doing a little bit of damage. Lich is the first to fall now for IG as they continue to run. This is somehow getting turned around again. Reality Rift only costing them 1 buyback on the vent.
No. Or he's not expecting
He doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Well, Skyrath's level 12 now, hasn't even taken the 10 talent yet. Now we're going to hear Stampede being used. Shadow Fiend ult onto the Slark. He's getting pretty low. He will pop the BKB and his ult and will pounce back in and just decimate that Shadow Fiend. It looks like Flyfly is next on the list. Gets off 1 Astral Imprisonment, but will not be able to find another. So 3 for nothing as Fortification is forced now. Buyback is available for Shadow Fiend. Of course, not the greatest buyback hero because of the souls being halved. And OD will be up naturally in 12 seconds.
I think they're gonna get the tower and chill, I think. Dire. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna win backs.
Radiant's middle
They're doing
You should look to go for the Roche Shrine now.
And then the night vision on top of his already good night vision. It's a pretty cool item, actually. Might have some action. Slark is... Oh my god. Okay, Lich is no longer a hero. OD's gonna save the Rubik for now. Slarks will continue onto the OD. And he will eventually find this kill, but OD is making it quite annoying. The swap going to keep Flyfly in place. And actually, the Vengeful Spirit will... Or the Rubik will...
Be like, hey guys, they're up here. Let's not run in like that. But attempt number 2 coming up right now.
Oh, double hook stomp. Very nice start, but there's the Omni ult, Lich ult, popping back and forth. Requiem of Souls being used to decent effect as Slark will have to use his ult in tow. And there's the Atos being used now onto the OD, taking a lot of damage. They should be able to finish him off. That's the first death of this fight, and it's in favor again of Reality Gaming, or Reality Rift Gaming, whatever their name is. The Centaur.
Reality Rift Gaming, I like that.
Or the CK, I should say. And now Roshan is down.
Getting this rope. And some obvious bad news for Team Radiant. That fight actually started out probably the best. I guess they want to place a base ward and look for a swap out or something.
Oh, they could find it right now. Oh, Manta is popped though. Oh, he gets the right swap. Very nicely done. And the Stampede is being popped now as Nuts will be the first to fall. Still has the illusion to work with. Hoof Stomp to follow. On the TA, of course, still has that Aegis. We'll pop the BKB a little bit early, actually, with the Aegis intact. And they might just back out here. Very interesting fight here from Reality Rift.
It's funny how some small things can make it Rift. It starts awkward, it starts out of position. Yeah. IG gets some clean kill around their base. Smoke on non-smoke.
That's right. See if they can get the surprise factor here. Firefly will blink out, get the Astral as well, but the pounce into the ultimate death of Lich. And the second pounce now onto the Rubik. So you're seeing the Halberd being used to full effect onto Slark. The pounce again will actually connect. And Rubik looks to be mega dead now. Wait, yes, we'll finally do so. Yeah, OD in the trees. No way to take off the silence, poor guy.
Oh, I feel so bad for this OD. Like, the start fight now, this phosphorus guy is completely nullifying the enemy mid. I mean, it's not the only reason that they're winning fights, because Reality Rift are actually having pretty good positioning in their fights. Like, whenever IG go aggressive, they don't really run into the right hero.
Well, this is going to be minimum 2 racks. See how hard of a fight IG will have in them after this. We'll see if Reality Rift actually wants to continue for the Megas.
Fine. But I think if you're Radiant, you want to wait to take a Rosh.
Oh, Omni Knight's going to be the one found. This is maybe a last-ditch effort for IG. Swap out just in time in the Omni ult. That is the Aghanim Scepter, in fact. So everybody will be invulnerable to physical damage. Emo gets off his Requiem of Souls. Vengeful Spirit, again, the first to fall. Does have buyback available if he really wants to use it. Slark will come in with the BKB. Astral being used to a defensive effect. OD, force staffing to the low ground. Gets his ult off. Not able to actually finish anyone off, though. TA, in the meantime, will be the first actual core to fall for Reality Rift as the Hoof Stomp being used again. And Slark, not that many stacks to speak of at the moment. We'll have to use Pounce to get the hell out of dodge. And now Omni Knight, the person they originally initiated on, might finally go down, but another swap to save him from the buyback Nuts on the Vengeful Spirit. Buyback on OD, buyback on the Lich as well. See if Reality Rift just wants to back out here as TA probably does not. Well, we're going to see the Meld hit Bash talent being taken by TA, no surprise, but being the first to hit level 25, I do believe. Flicker on OD, and Roshan is very important right now, but look in the base. IG's base is taking heavy damage from the creeps, so all Reality Rift has to do is prevent this Roshan, essentially. They don't have to full commit to this fight at all.
Yeah, they're just going to try to make time. They're trying to force IG to a bad decision right now. Just like kind of playing time.
Skywrath actually put in a pretty bad spot, but the Omni Knight ult will be activated, and he will live as a result. Lich ult bouncing left, right, and center. Shadow Fiend trying to do as much damage as he can. Remember, their base is still getting destroyed by these creeps big time. As now the damage coming out, JT not able to get the Hoof Stomp off, but will finally do so. Sanity's Eclipse takes out the TA. That is a big death. No buyback for her right now.
They're going to
OD will continue the pressure onto the Omni Knight. And yeah, the shrine, or the base is being decimated. Both tier 4s are dead. There are 4 siege creeps damaging it. They will finally use Glyph, and we'll see if they actually get there in time. I don't think so. Slark continuing to do a great job of counteracting this. Lich will die to the creeps alone. Shadow Fiend is being TP'd here. It gets canceled at the last moment, and that is that is such a crappy way to lose the game. Whew.
This has to be one of the most
overall for Reality.
Been the obvious pick here, Reality Rift.
And they don't really have much time either.
They could go Ember. I think it's okay to go Ember. Should I go Shadow Fiend?
Been the worst.
Ah,
When that was a thing every single game.
I kind of like Tri-Lanes.
And what do you think? What? All right,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to explain yourself now.
Why do I like Tri-Lanes? Well, if I'm in the Tri-Lanes, there's a lot of kills. But if I'm not in the Tri-Lane, I get to 1-on-1, which means I have a good
True,
game.
true.
Like I get to play my.
For the
Dota game,
off-lane
sure.
player, yeah, no,
Yeah, it's really
can
nice.
see that.
I mean, fuck the carry. I don't care what he wants. Oh, mid
I
lane.
hear that. Yeah. Oh, Alacrity gets a couple of raises off. Here comes Kaka. Does have the ice shards there to help get first blood. And that actually is a very easy kill. A little bit out of position for the Shadow Fiend.
Shadow Fiend just
blood
tried
goes
to
away,
play his power. He had like 3 or 4 stacks of raises. Probably have a bit of harass, but doesn't look like it's gonna be a kill.
Morphling
maybe
does
it
a
is,
decent
that's
amount of
so
right-click damage. Abaddon's just farming away to his heart's content, though. So I think even if they end up trading, that is super okay from Reality Rift's side.
One thing to mention, right?
Only he was playing Bat Rider. It would have been made it so much easier. Like Tusk has come to play again. We'll be focusing on KYXY for now. Ollie does have the... No, actually does not have mana to stun right now, but KYXY is getting extremely low. Waveform is there, and that is a kill for Fly, playing the Morphling.
Kaka is owning right now.
Yeah, he's doing quite well. We'll get Nightmared up, and will likely die. Telekinesis
It's
will
okay.
ensure the kill.
He's still owning. It's okay.
Ownage player. When you can say you're owning and you die, and still say you're owning, then you feel pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, then you're doing well.
Vengeful Spirit actually died.
Drop. He just brought him the mid player's raindrop.
Uh-oh. That's not good. It's going to be a long trek away.
I
Looks
guess
like,
they
Nuts
both
will take out
dropped
the
they
courier.
both dropped items to the boards, I think. Like both the Morph and the Storm had some items in base.
So Fly right now on the Morphling 6-2 in CS. So despite getting a couple of kills here, that is disastrous for him. But we'll Waveform in for a second kill. KYXY looks...
From the goddess.
I don't
Like
know
if you're
I
Morphling,
favor
are you okay
either
with the not CS right now? Not having a ton of CS?
I mean, since you have these 2 kills, I think you feel okay. And then the next thing you should think about, how well is your Shaker doing? Because I think Shaker is going to be your biggest tempo hero in the game. I mean, unless Storm goes off a lot. Gank on mid.
There sure is.
Enough.
Vengeful Spirit is here. They've done most of their damage, and KYXY actually TPs in with the Aphotic Shield. They're going to take out the Storm Spirit. Vengeful Spirit looks to be next. The Spirit... Not really good, but for now they are, because they can go to the grave and get him. Despite being 2-0. So it hasn't really hurt him in that regard. Nuts looking to potentially... I'm not sure what he was doing here, actually, but he will be found by Emo, as well as Kaka. And that is going to be an easy kill. But Alacrity is here. In fact, Bane will live thanks to that wand charge. Decent amount.
Yeah, I think he's going to be pretty happy. Because not only does it help you farm, he gets to sell his Quelling Blade now.
Has been killed.
That's true.
75 gold.
That's value gold.
Like nearly 2 CS.
And you lose net worth, which is exactly what you want. Shadow Fiend in the meantime, initiated on by the Tusk, will actually dodge the Requiem. It's going to hit a couple heroes on the backside. It's Alacrity. He's pretty fast, but I don't think he's going to be fast enough to get out of the death grip here from IG.
Well, need to have like a weak hero or just a solo hero that can take one alone. Then your other 4 heroes need to be on the other one that the enemy team is looking.
Bottom lane, KYXY gets stunned by Ollie into the fissure. Yep, he still has his ult, but actually skills it after he dies.
I think it's not that easy to use this. There's a lot of long-range cancels, like to stop SF from comboing.
Nuts getting initiated on after this smoke attempt. The ult does come out, but he's going to die shortly after, most likely. But the Requiem Soul actually saves him temporarily. Emo's going to jump back in. Finally, they'll find that Bane. It took a lot of resources to do so. 4 members of IG here as the swap will come. And this looks to be yet another kill. Alacrity actually manning up now that Kaka, or KYXY, is here on the Abaddon. And with that, I believe IG will retreat.
This is Blink. And he nearly forced his whole tower to die.
The Nightmare is here for Nuts. Of course, JT knows that Fiend's Grip is down. KYXY, his ult is forced out in the top lane, but will be punched into the sky. And
should be their smoke of choice, because he's playing in a ward, so you can pretty nicely see him or maybe guess what he's going to do later.
Oh, he actually actually double damage was picked up by Drew. At half HP thanks to the initiation. Into the Echo Slam, into Enchant Totem, and the punch again, the rune.
Bye-bye, Bane.
How dare you. Bane has always lived every time we thought he was about to die. Gets the Nightmare off, Enchant Totem, into the Fissure. Bane, you can do it, Bane. Brain Sap keeps him healthy. TP supports anyone? No. His team finally let him die.
Your Bane.
So he did get the Keen Optic, which is one of the better items for Bane, because once you get that level 10 talent, it's another 100 caster, and Shadow Fiend's getting initiated on the top lane. Magic Missile into the right clicks of Emo are more than enough to take him out. But then.
Oh, I think you hold it quite long.
Is under attack.
Yeah, I was going to say, typically that's not an item you hold for that long on a lot of these heroes because they just end up buying stuff that you need. Mid lane, initiation again. Many stuns, not layered correctly at all, but it doesn't matter. They just want to...
Tower is under attack.
Alright, good to know. I'll be trying that out later, and I'll be posting...
It's going to be great for you.
Whether it's successful, and blame you if it does not go well. Tusk snowballs into the creeps. Fissure actually... Oh, it was stolen Fissure. And
Yep.
He's stuck between both. Neither team wanted him alive.
Somewhere.
You know, it's funny because Storm Spirit with Arcane Rune, double damage, and regeneration, as we're going to have to hold that thought, as Abaddon again initiated on. Does have borrowed time available. It will go off. Flying Company are completely surrounding him, and it's going to be an easy kill. It's funny that Storm Spirit...
Close to Shadowblade, I am a fan of this item in this game. And allow him to hunt both the PL and the SF around the map. Then some engage.
Jumping in again on KYXY, the Nightmare mitigating a little bit of damage. Storm Spirit lifted into the air. KYXY's ult finally goes off. Alacrity's as well into the trees, getting 3 heroes. Running away back to that tier 3 tower. And now JT in a horrible position as the Fiend's Grip used to basically full duration because he was just stuck out. And that's the beauty of the...
Behind the tier 1 tower. But Reality Rift were in the right spot. They used their spells well, and well, they get to kill Shaker.
Nuts. Oh, he's dead. Plain and simple.
Nuts.
Didn't have his bracer.
Oh. He has to be a little careful though. Need some TP to back this up, because they're next to the tower with the rest.
Gets the Fissure into the blink, Enchant Totem. He could net him if he wants, and he does. Fiend's Grip is there at the emo for a little bit, but they're going to cancel it right away. Shadow Fiend getting a little bit low now, but remember, Storm Spirit does have the Aegis, does not care if he dies here. Bane will be the first to fall. KYXY making as much space as possible, still has his borrowed time. Sucker Punch onto JT, but that's going to be a second kill for IG here. And with that, Reality Rift needs to GTFO.
Didn't show on any of the waves bottom. I mean, actually nobody showed. So that makes it quite obvious that they are crossing the whole map. They might find his PL on top, actually.
Yep, Storm Spirit again being pesky. We'll probably try to use his Aegis. No, they're just going to kill PL instead. Why not?
Losing Aegis in 45 seconds.
Nightmare was applied to Vengeful Spirit. A nice block here from the Tusk as KYXY is just completely stuck right now. There's nobody coming to save you, my friend, as this is just turning into a one-sided game. We talked about this, like, he's pretty safe right now.
Hello, Bane.
Earthshaker in the meantime, though, yeah, Nuts will try to de-ward. Oh, he didn't get it! Oh, he canceled it at the last moment. Poor guy.
No shade. So it might actually make a difference. Repair kit on Storm.
Oh boy! We're gonna see a lot of that passive regen come into play, it looks like. As KYXY, as we've talked about before, he's dead. 0-6 right now, not having the...
Tusk has it. Now it's back to Storm.
Okay. Ah, there we go. Excellent, excellent.
They don't even know themselves.
What if you could use it on a creep, Kezu? If you're
On a
winning,
creep?
yeah, you just use it on a creep. It attacks
You
3
wanna,
times.
like,
So
you
strong.
wanna like get rid of the item, huh?
Ooh. Yeah, pretty
He's
much.
dead.
Yeah, PL dies very quickly, and the Bane follows suit. He can't live without his carried. Yeah, we do have the Ags on the Morphling, and that is a very... We haven't actually seen a whole lot of the Enchant Totem Ags lately, but
It's nowhere
very long
you,
duration.
You keep doing like loops or whatever it's called. It looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It adds more spice to the game for sure. Enchant Totem into some more right clicks. There's double Fissure. Fly. He's going to wait for him out, getting a little bit low. And the Vengeful Spirit will be caught in the wrong place.
Don't let
that will be the first death here for IG. Without being an XP town. Alright, they're going to go for Roche, it looks like. There will be some defense here, though. That there's no real wombo combo is kind of the issue for Reality Rift. KYX just casually runs in. We're going to see a Fissure. Husk Snowball coming into play as well. Emo gets the stun off onto Nuts, who has the Ghost Scepter. Actually, it looks like he was E-bladed. He drops to the deck. We'll buy back into the game immediately. It looks like PL gets destroyed on the cliff, or on the high ground, I should say, is that he's going to buy back as well. And the pressure will continue as KYXY finally will use his borrowed time. And another Nightmare saving the Rubik for now, but the Bane will die back. He buys back in the game onto the Rubik. No one has even come close to dying on IG so far as they're continuing the chase. I mean, we've seen this Earthshaker Morphling combo before, and it is absolutely disgusting. But finally gets a little bit of damage onto the Morphling, trying to burn as much mana as possible, but that is a dieback on the PL, and we're probably going to see a GG here as IG takes this game in convincing fashion.
Yeah, IG played pretty well this game. I would say MVP Kaka for sure. Well, starting from the early game with good rotations. Also, one thing I have to say, one of the most satisfying things to me in Dota is when
trade, I don't know if it's considered a dispel, but it works against Glimpse. Oh, we're gonna Spur just because of the cooldown reduction talent, and then Arc Warden himself because you get the double action or whatever. So we'll see. Don't see a lot of Arc Warden, of course. But starting out 6-3 versus 6-1, so relatively even to start this game. Bottom lane though, Nuts getting harassed. Yeah, it looks like Lich will die in the first, die to first blood in the top lane. Drew getting dive still. Kaka and JT looking to do a little bit more damage. Scorched Earth is down, but that regen from Devour is still there, and they'll be able to take out the Drow very easily. Tower will finish off Kaka, so it's a 1-for-1, but not what you want if your Reality Rift is. Drow has to TP back. Are there clear favorites, or are they just generally even in terms of just the matchups?
I think bot lane is very dependent on who plays better. Like if they have a good usage of like Scorched Earth, if they can find the Drow out of position with a Thunderstrike Kinetic Field Scorch, I think they can kill. Same with top. I actually think it can go either way, but I would favor the Monkey King lane top.
Monkey King's about to get a kill here. Boundless Strike with the Jingu up is very easy. Frost Shield as well to slow down the Rubik. And that is a double kill for Fly off to an amazing...
Out yet. I think that Axe is strong. Doom bot barely surviving apparently. I think Monkey Axe is really strong. If I'm not mistaken, it hits buildings too.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps you later in taking objectives.
I don't know if they fix it, but it also works on Roche to the point where you just stand there and it'll Roche for you. Like you literally don't even have to aggro Roche at all.
Yeah.
That might be a feature. I'm not sure.
Oh, mid lane.
Emo versus Alacrity. We're going to see the OD use Astral.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, the Spark Wraith might be enough to take him out, and it is. And that is a 1 lane now for Emo in the mid lane. He's going to be super happy with it.
He has to be careful on OD when he comes back. When this arc hits 6 and you're a hero that... I mean, usually you want heroes against Arc that either A, pressure him a lot and can disengage, like Queen, or you have a guy like Lone Druid, a guy with summons basically, so the Flux is, you know, not useful against you. But you're OD and this guy is 6 now, he really has to respect him.
Yeah. Might have to force like Astral on himself so he doesn't take the damage if there's no creeps nearby. Top lane again, Fly, almost said Firefly again, will be able to get a kill on KYXY if he's gonna get that last hit. He does, because the infinite range on Monkey King is a thing for some reason.
It is.
What a hero.
Really hero.
The ultimate counter to all melee heroes in the game. Must be fun. He's probably gonna get the what's that item that extends your range? The broomstick, broom handle, if you will. Glimpse in the bot lane. Drew in quite a bit of trouble. He's gonna use the multi-shot to try to get a last ditch effort here, but won't actually find anybody. Nuts forced back to the tower. Forced back to lane again. Has absolutely no regen. Triple Null Talisman. We're gonna see the Flux into the Spark Wraith again, and this is actually a super easy kill. Just stuck there.
The risk on that move is incredibly high. So I don't really think they have they don't have a lot of play potential right now with Reality Rift right now.
Now we're gonna see another glimpse with the Thunderstrike. JT Looks like he's going to cancel that TP from Drew, who will just, again, die. I believe that's the third death on him, as Nuts now taking the brunt of the damage, as Kaka's not too scared of him. And of course, with all this regen from JT, he can just continue to dive. The fact that Scorched Earth and Devour give health regen is redonkulous. Hero's so tanky.
Scorch does not give HP regen anymore, but well,
Oh, that's right, that's
does.
right.
It's still quite a bit, so.
They swapped them.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Be careful about doing it. Like in a blink of an eye, he travels like 2k range by jumping on a tree and then jumping away from it mid lane.
Yeah, initiation onto the OD. Astral on himself. It's going to be a big fight here, potentially. Drow doing a lot of damage into the Sanity Eclipse as well. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. At least OD gets a little bit of XP out of that, as Emo's Tempest double will continue to apply a little bit of pressure, but Kaka will not get out of dodge. Yeah, Emo getting perpetually slowed. KOXY does not have duel yet, only level 4. Spark Wraith doing a ton of damage. Don't believe they can pursue any further, as Wyvern is not level 6.
So they'll at least get back in experience if they keep trading like this. So definitely the right choice. They did have 5 heroes there, but any kills you can get. Oopsie, bottom.
Yeah, Nuts, you're in some trouble. Gonna try to use Arctic Burn, but yeah, Thunderstrike is there with Kinetic Field. Easy kill. JT getting credit for that one. Just wrong place at the wrong time in his own jungle. How dare you enter your own jungle, good sir.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing, bro?
At this stage of the game, we might see a little bit of action here. Top, Fly, doing some damage. A lot of damage being applied by the Arc Warden onto the LC, who drops very quickly. Drew on the run. Wyvern still not level 6. This is the 10-minute mark, by the way. Watch out for those outposts, as Drow will fall to the Fly Monkey King. Make it another kill. In fact, 2 of them went to Emo.
Rubik's the outpost. What a gamer.
He did.
The small win.
The other one is still available. So the big win here for Reality Rift is that they trade outposts. That's not a good sign.
Big win, boys. Keep it up.
Oh, Rubik dies to Fly.
Oh, Monkey's sleeping bot. He still has 2 Jingus left, so they're gonna look for a play on this Legion.
Yeah, Balance Strike will start it into a Doom. He's pretty fast, but there's not going to be much TP support. There's nothing they can really do, so another kill going the way of JT. By the way, looking at this Arc Warden build, is this normal? 4 Wraithbands?
I don't think that's normal.
That's really strange.
That can't be normal.
Especially in a game where, like in this patch, where you're going to get a lot of neutral items, potentially. We're going to apply a little pressure to Arc Warden here. Emo, half HP. Lich ult being used, just to create a little bit of space. Wyvern now does have Curse, but they just can't catch up to anybody right now. I mean, they have 0 initiation until they get like a Blink Dagger on either LC or eventually Wyvern, if they can ever get to that point.
Something's wrong with my camera. Is it safe for me to reconnect to the game?
Yep, you're good. LC, oh boy, Static Storm into just death, essentially. There's a stomp from JT onto Alacrity. Well, Sanity's Eclipse is going to turn this potentially. They're going to get the Doom. It's a 1-for-1 though. OD dies again. This poor OD is now 1-4. Not off to a great start. And bot lane, Monkey King could finish this tower, but looking for Nuts. Boundless Strike is available. Wants to get Jingu potentially, and is the curse comes out finally.
Middle tower is under attack.
As the Rubik probably dead, but creating quite a bit of space. Balance Strike is up in 3 seconds. Might be able to just get this the old-fashioned way, and he does. You back in, buddy? Very rough.
Radiant structure.
There's more Warden Radiance.
Yeah, they need to get something out of this. Curse is up in 15 seconds. Oh, a lot of damage being dealt. Lich does get his ult up before he drops to his inevitable demise. LC will trade his life though, and OD gets doomed. So it's a 2-for-1 as the pressure continues. Nuts, you're dead. And the Boundless Strike will cancel the TP. So Rubik, you will be the last remaining member to fall to the grave, as IG is... You never know, they might code it into the game as you're playing it.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
They're smoking into this boy.
They find the Arc Warden, who will be beating himself to death here. Well, not to death, but a little bit of pain. Hurts nobody. That's true. Double Rubik action. We're going to see some telekinesis on top of each other. They're actually going to get the gold for that Rubik. I don't know if that's even worth using, honestly. Just adds insult to injury. That's like 300 gold recently. That is
it's
actually a lot.
It's one. Wait, what level was it? Oh, it's level 2.
Oh, wait,
yeah, that's 240 gold. That's still a lot.
Yeah, that's
plenty gold.
KYXY. Glimpse back into the kinetic field, and the hoof stomp, or the centaur stomp, I should say, will keep him in place.
Well, you can't really blame Radiant for trying to do things because they're so far behind. They should take risks, but I still stand by it. Unless just get some items.
Oh my god! So Vambrace combines 2 of those Wraith Bands. If you can steal a Vambrace from your enemies, then it really makes sense to go 4 Wraith Bands. But we'll have to wait and see if that's actually going to be the case as Lich is taken out in quick succession.
Mental win right now.
Anything. Please God, anything.
Walking onto Arc again.
Yeah, Arc Warden. He's going to get banished right off the bat. He's going to have some backup in the form of Kaka, though. And a Static Storm placed, and there's the Doom on top of OD. Yeah, this is just looking ugly. But you see the curse a little bit late. Arc Warden will live. Nope, we'll finally go down to the Drow. Multi-shot. And it looks like Wyvern is next on the list. But Drew, you did kill Arc Warden, but it'll cost you your life, my friend. KYXY. Will not get out. Infernal Blade cancels TP.
He did drop a GG tree before he died.
True. That's where you start the snowball, is getting a little bit of influx of gold.
He's getting fat now. And Rubik is dead.
You can just extend this 60 minutes. That's a lot of gold. All right, Hustler. He was trying to make something happen, but it's going to cause his death. It's going to go down to the Scorched Earth. So another kill for J2 is 7-1 game. We were talking about that, and we're seeing the power of it now.
Yeah, I do agree. Doom is looking pretty good as top. KYXY probably in some trouble.
Yeah, and this is kind of the rough part because you're losing pretty heavily, and it's not like
it doesn't mean that they're noobs and they're feeding. You have to run out of your base. You need to push out lanes. Some people will die, but it's going to allow you to prolong the game, maybe get more farm on your cores. You just need to hope right now.
Hope and pray.
And
Arc Warden, able to take out the Rubik.
Probably down.
Fly is here. Oh, Static Storm not really used the full effect of the Doom on top of the OD is going to be forcing him back to base, but he shall live. Not going to be the... Oh, is he, actually? Doom is... This is the way to actually get back in the game if they dive your fountain or something to that effect. Oh. The glimpse back, though, that is a long glimpse from Legion Commander.
Oh, it's Curse.
So OD does live. Curse is a little bit slow, not a really whole lot of follow-up.
Sad.
Yeah, if he was there just a couple seconds. Dual damage, that's definitely the item.
He's definitely winning that. He couldn't even beat Disruptor not duel right now.
I mean, it's not about winning. It's about extending the game, right? That's like 8 to 10 seconds or however long it is of just not doing anything.
He just goes Axe and duels the strongest hero, and he takes him out of the fight for 8 seconds.
That's right. It's better than nothing.
That's a new meta.
Wyvern will die, and... Alright, Aghanim Scepter on the way to Monkey King right now.
So what do you think Radiant need to do right now to win? How do they win a fight? What do you think?
They need to try it. Well, we're going to see a Static Storm here. Kaka will actually live for now. There's the first duel of the game. That might be... No, it's not going to be 6. What am I thinking? I think what they need to do is try to go to their opponent's hotel room where they're playing and disconnect their internet.
5 computers.
Yeah.
What if they just go to the players and, like, open the menu and press disconnect?
Yeah, that could work.
Full alpha mode. Put them away from their computer and disconnect.
They'd have to. That's the first thing you have to consider.
Maybe you use them and then drop the items to your team. Sadly that doesn't work, but if that worked, that would be pretty good. Bottom lane.
Wyvern. He's gonna cold embrace himself, but will go down to the static charge from that Mjolnir. Redonkulous glimpse, the OD. We're gonna see a GG here fairly soon, I'm sure, after this last remaining fight. Overwhelming odds on 5 heroes. Doing a considerable amount of damage. Buyback onto the Wyvern as well. Still has Winter's Curse.
Repair kits.
That's true. Nope. Oh, they don't have it. Okay. That's one way. I should have mentioned that as a comeback mechanic.
It is.
Only
it's like the most comeback neutral item. Monkey's giving some pretty good vision right now.
He is.
Oh, mid lane.
The spark rates are completely out of control here in the enemy base. As the Tempest doubles continuing to do a lot of damage. Tier 3 finally goes down.
I like the positioning by the Tempest double. I don't know if it was on purpose or if he did break a smoke there. But I know that the Tempest double, it can break smokes. And I'm pretty sure he ran it into them with the purpose of breaking a smoke, so I kind of like
Oh,
that.
interesting.
That
Oh,
was tight.
decent amount of damage from Drow.
1 minute left on Aegis. I'm surprised they really want to throw it like this. But I guess they're so
want
far
to
behind
use
ahead. They just want him to be full HP or whatever.
They're creating a lot of space though with these Tempest doubles, continuing to do a lot of damage. There's the ult from Disruptor on top of Drow Ranger. Fly jumps in. They still cannot finish this man off.
Oh no, don't do
I
it.
guess he's a monkey more than a man, but Fly able to take another hero to buy back onto the Drow Ranger. The barracks. All right, finally the Aegis is expended,
Radiant's bottom
but at what cost, my friends, as the illusions continue to be spawned from Fly. Nuts finally gets off the curse, but it does almost nothing, as he dies very shortly after. Hey, his little babies are golden. I didn't realize that was a thing for the Ags. That's cool. It actually goes off of your
They got off of your
cosmetics.
skin, I guess, yeah. So that's pretty cool.
We're talking,
if
when
they
you talk
hit
about
in curves.
cosmetics 25 minutes in the game, you know things are not going well. GG's called, Kazu.
Reality Rift, they've had enough.
middle tower is under attack.
Goodness. Oh, this was a mega stomp. This felt over at 10 minutes. I didn't want to say anything.